Swoh Nation, we are back with, with the Say It Ain't Swoh podcast. I'm your host, Say, aka Swoh, Uncle Say. You know, I got many names in the Swoh Nation. And obviously, I'm also with Miss Swoh, Steph. Yep. So we're back with another conversation. I told y'all we don't do interviews here, we have actual conversations. So our next guest is needs no introduction because she's a dominant force in the indies right now. Has been crushing it for a long time and has many things in the works as well. So I want everybody to stand on your feet. Yeah, if you're watching, stand up right now with the phone in your hand. Do all that, and I want y'all to say what's up to our sister, Tiphani Grady. What up, girl?
I'm good. How are you guys?
We all right. How
We
you
are
doing?
doing
How
okay.
you doing?
I'd be better if it wasn't hot outside.
Girl.
Yeah, it is hot.
Yeah.
It is kind of hotter than Satan's toenails outside. It is kind of a little bit on. Yeah, we ain't doing all that, but try not to
No,
melt. Okay, try not to do that.
It's even like it feels like it's 10, 15 degrees hotter than it actually is inside my body. So
oh
I can't.
no,
I can't.
She said no.
I can't. I
no.
can't do it.
So, sis, I like to start off asking all my guests, how you doing mentally today?
I'm doing great.
Doing okay?
I've been doing great, genuinely. I know you guys talk a lot about mental health, and I genuinely love that. Lately I've been doing great. I have a lot of support systems, not just family. I have a lot of friends that are always there. So I've been doing great.
Good.
I love that for
Love to
you.
hear it.
That's so important. Because you're no, I'm so I don't know if you pay attention to anything that I post outside of fitness and like gaming and stuff like that. I'm
Yeah.
always talking about mental health, especially for men specifically. Not everybody's mental
Yes.
health matters, but for me as a man, because you know we as men we don't talk about a lot of things. So and that's why the
Sure.
suicide rate's so high among men. So that's why I'm such an
Mhm.
advocate for mental health in general, but especially for men. But
Of course.
in any case, uh, so I want to start off and ask you, Tiff, why wrestling? What
I
drew you to it?
wanted something
What
that was my own.
Okay.
really?
That's what it was. So I have a bunch of lawyers in my family, and like every woman in my family is something like a lawyer or an attorney or they own a business. Um, I wanted my own thing. Like I tell everyone, I wanted to do this, so I could prove to the kids that they could do so much more. But for me personally, I just wanted something that was my own, that no one else in the family had done. It wasn't something that you could just do and just get it. You had to fight for it. So,
Absolutely. A grinder, I mean, it's what it sounds
yep.
like you are, because that's Team Swo's logo is our slogan is keep grinding. That's all we know. People like from our generation, that's all we know. You know what I mean? Yeah, and now here you are reaping the fruits of your labor, right? And you're just getting
I tell
started. I don't even
everybody,
think you really you better scratching the surface. As much work as you put in, I don't even think you reached your skyscraper yet, sis.
there are certain things I still want out there. There's certain things that I've gotten that I did not realize I was even ever going to be able to have a chance to get. There were certain goals that I have not even realized I wanted and gotten. I tell everyone because this isn't just it's not something easy. If you want this, take the time at training, take the time mentally yourself. Like it's not just training, it's training your mind mentally. It's also being in the gym the way that you need to because you need to stay in a certain shape to do this. It took years before I myself felt comfortable to want to debut. I took about 5 years. Like I really took my training more serious. I didn't want to just be like I wanted to be a well-rounded wrestler, not just be able to wrestle. I wanted to be able to cut a promo. I wanted to walk the walk and talk the talk. I wanted to be the full package if I was going to go out there and compete with all these other great men and women.
Yeah.
And I mean, that's the way it should be. You know what I mean? Like you want to make sure polish yourself off, make sure you're ready. You want to hit the ground running, basically.
Yep.
Is there one particular promotion that you see yourself rotating in and out of constantly? Like, as far as getting booked and things of that nature.
As in an indie company.
Yeah. Or just in general.
Currently that's currently any promotion I work with. I know, like, I want to work with any company. Like, truly, any state, any company. If you're willing to have me, I'm willing to come in. My loyalty is the same way with every company. If you give me that opportunity, I'm going to show you exactly how loyal I can be to that company and how beneficial I can be to your company. Because if I'm not a benefit to your company, what's the point of having me?
That's
Yeah.
that's true. You ain't new to this. You know, you're built for this. Is there any particular opponent or any particular wrestler or that you have faced throughout your years in the business that you enjoy working with? Like you really like y'all really throw hands and throw blows with each other. You know, proverbially. You know, as you know, fellow wrestlers.
So
You know, male
other
or female, because I know
than
the intergender thing is making a comeback somehow a little bit,
it
but
is.
yeah.
So I've got a couple people actually. Like I have been truly blessed with like every opponent I've stepped in a ring with. I will say that.
Okay.
But I love wrestling Asian on. We all know that one.
Okay, I know this.
She
You know, beef aside, inside joke, y'all. Beef aside, okay, okay. I understand that you're mesmerized with my sister. Damn, but I can't really say much because she just is mesmerized with you. What is going on here?
hey. When you find someone that is just as passionate about this business as you find that person.
Yes.
True.
That's it. That's it.
Now, all jokes aside, I love the relationship you and my sister have. Like, she speaks so highly of you. In case y'all wonder who I'm talking about, we're talking about the big daddy, Adriana herself. Like, she and Tiffany, they fought each other. They fought alongside each other like multiple times in the Indies. Like, you want to talk about, you know what I mean? Like, you know, Bonnie and Clyde of a duo in wrestling, especially in the women's side of wrestling. My sister and
Yeah.
Tiffany, they are a perfect example of that. Just so y'all know, Swoh Nation. So, go and check this all over YouTube because I got a bunch of YouTube clips right now running in the background. You running some matches in the back. I just love having stuff on that for the guests that I'm talking to, just to see, you know what I mean, if there's anything that may come up like, oh, let me ask her this. Oh, hey, let me ask them that. You know what I mean? That type of thing.
Yeah.
But you know, I know you enjoy it. I know you're enjoying what you're doing. So like, is there anybody that's tried to talk you out of it? You know what I mean? Like anybody try to say like that's I know a lot of wrestlers that have stories of where their friends and or family members will be like, you know, are you really going to go and do that? Like that's that's foolish. That's childish. You're not going to make a living off of that. And here you are grinding and thriving in it. So like, you know, have you ever had any experience like that with friends and or family members that you're comfortable talking about? Of course.
Oh no, I'm perfectly comfortable because like anything that's ever happened in my life, I feel it's just made me stronger and more humble in anything I get. Because I'm not gonna name drop anybody, but I've had prior people that I trained with, family members, tell me that this was just stupid. I should just get over it. I wasn't built for this. I was never gonna make it anywhere.
And look at you
And
now.
here
Look
I
at you.
am 8 years later.
And you over here just proving every one of them wrong.
Yep.
I bet you like whenever your first big break was, I bet you the next time you linked up with the family, I bet you that was an awkward family dinner, wasn't it?
They expected it to kind of be like, I'll say it, my own brother. He's a kid that like when he would want to do things, it was like the 2 month thing with every child. He'd move on to the next thing, and they kind of got used to that.
Yeah.
But my mom, as she saw how often I was gone, and when she started talking to my coaches, she was like, "Oh my God, like this is really something she's doing, and she's really good at it." Like she apologized. She did. I love my mom, but she did give me the apology because she did try to deter me from it.
It's very rare, like in our parents' generation, to first of all to hear an apology, let alone knowing that they ever entertain an apology, because you know it's just they overcompensate with trying
Of course.
to butter you up with gifts and the lack of love they felt they didn't give you, things like that. I'm not speaking about your mom specifically. I'm just saying in general.
No, but it's the generation, because she even said that to me too. If the situation was back then, she wouldn't get an apology from her parents. It was just okay. Let's move on.
Outside of that, kind of on like the same wavelength, but a little bit different. in your career, what's like one notable challenge or hurdle that you overcame and you came out like better on top? You know what I mean? Like something that you had to overcome and it made you a better talent all around.
How serious I actually took my training, like the school that I went to. I would cry after training. I would get sick. I drove 3 hours one way just to get to training. 4 days a
Jeez.
week. Worked
Wow.
my 7-day-a-week job. Had 2 kids by myself. I think that was the biggest hurdle, was just realizing that training was so needed to be a better wrestler. Like, it's not just going to training, it's having that proper training, the bumps, the psychology, the cutting promos, the having a proper school was definitely a benefit. I say I suffered because of me not being prepared before going into wrestling the way I needed to be. Like
Right.
I said, being in the gym, you need to be doing certain things. It's not just one workout or another. It's all around. It's a full body thing.
100%.
Um, I don't
100% it
think I
is.
realized that because when I came in, I was only powerlifting. That was it.
So total body conditioning was something that you had to really get
Oh
on top
yeah.
of, because it's more than just lifting up your opponent's body, sending them. There's running the ropes, running laps around the ring
Yep.
because you're chasing your opponent. Gimmick storyline stuff, things like that.
Yes. It's
Wow,
and
that's
cardio is totally different in ring and out of ring. It's doing certain things to make sure that you're well rounded for that. Certain different types of exercises on the treadmill. If you really want this, I tell everyone, it's the school you start off with that will help you become a better wrestler.
Are you comfortable sharing what school you went to? I don't know if you mentioned it out
Of
loud.
course. I trained with Damian Adams when I first started back in Morton, New Jersey.
Okay.
I don't think he's there any longer. I think he sometimes is either with Battle Club or NYWC, but he
Okay.
does not have a school any longer.
Okay.
Okay. Okay. So, but I mean, is he still involved in the? Do you know if he's still involved in the business?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, he is.
Okay. Well, I mean, maybe that door's shut, but it opened another opportunity for him. You know what I mean?
And I tell everyone, if anybody ever sees him at a show, because he loves to support the women or the men that he's always trained, like if you ever see him at a show, walk up to him, ask him something, pick his brain. That man is a genius in wrestling and truly could change you with just a conversation.
If he were to watch it, I know he'd be humbled to hear you say that, especially with you being one of his students, or up
He
under him as
he
long
is
as you
a
were.
huge reason I am the way I am now, and I am grateful for how hard he was on me and how hard he pushed me, because I genuinely do not think I would appreciate the business and how beautiful it really is and can be if he was not the way he was.
That makes sense. That's awesome to hear. I mean, you love to hear stuff like that. You know what I mean? Because the people that are behind the scenes that you normally don't see on camera are the ones that don't get enough credit. Like production and trainers and camera guys. Bell guys. All these. So that's awesome to hear. Now, another question we do like to ask our guests: past and present. Who
Yes.
is your favorite male and female pro wrestler, whether it's in the pros, WWE, TNA, AEW, or indies, male and female, past and present?
So, past, I'm always going to be biased because that man holds a special spot in my heart forever and a day. Alpha Senior,
Mm-hmm.
he will forever and a day be my favorite male wrestler.
Amen.
And I'm gonna be biased for present. It's going to be both my wife and my husband. My husband's worker name is Luca Brasi,
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
and then obviously Adriana Mosley.
Of course. I knew it. I freaking knew it. I'm so the guy. I see you and my sister together in one room. I'm gonna jump in between y'all. I'm gonna be the barrier between both y'all. Get away from each other.
See, I would tase you.
Okay, we don't have to
Ringside.
escalate it, Tiffany. Okay, I don't think that's part of your gimmick, tasing people.
I'm just saying, if we had screenshots of the text messages I got, I'm just saying, you start the beat.
beef aside, okay, my bad. Beef aside, but yeah, like, and what makes what is it about Alpha? Let's be talking about Alpha Senior. What is it about him, other than his heritage? You know what I'm saying, and who he comes from, and the rest, the family that he comes from. What about him specifically to you makes him mean so much to you, like even to this day?
Oh God. So I watched a lot of his stuff because like what Damien had us focus on was a lot of stuff from like the 80s and like early 90s stuff, like real old stuff.
Yeah.
And Pops was just a real, I don't want to say a real worker, but he just what's the word I'm trying to look for? His psychology.
Okay.
It was just the details to every little thing. It wasn't big things always. It was the little things that were there that he made everybody just pop or react. It was the little details of how his character were or his facial expressions. So
Okay. Okay.
So he really paid attention to all the little details that a
yeah.
lot of people like today don't actually focus too much time and attention on. And those are the things that kind of make a person in that industry stand out, right? Like,
Yes.
yeah,
It's not always just about the wrestling. It's can I
right.
make the fans react to me, or do they care to continue to watch me? I could be having a 15-minute match, but if you're tired of me 6 minutes in, what am I gonna do?
Mm-hmm.
That's fair. It's like
I
how
lost you at
do you
that
bounce
point.
back from that? Gotcha.
That is go
What was
home.
what what did you classify as possibly the worst match you've ever had? If again, only if you're comfortable answering that,
I
because
was so
we all
young when
I'm
I
sure
first
everybody's had
like.
stories of bad matches and stuff.
I'll say it wasn't a bad match, but it was just ill communication because the girl herself was not fully trained. She didn't have the proper training, and I was not trained enough to lead someone in that position. So it went from a certain time to yeah, we got to go home now because we're not even locked up yet, and it's going south.
Yeah, yeah.
Jeez, it was like
Yeah,
that.
it was like that. Yeah, this
Jeez.
was I think the first year in my career. Alpha. The worst part was is I took Alpha with me to the show. We did a show together. He's standing ringside watching, laughing at me. I'm like, "You're not helping me. Stop laughing. You're not helping me right now. You're making me
Wow,
Um,
that's bad. Oh man, I'm sorry to hear that. So
Yes. We live and learn.
yes, and experience is the best teacher.
100%.
I say it always. I can't have a bad match if I don't have a match at all.
Fair,
That's true.
fair enough. What do you classify as the best match you've ever had?
So I wrestled Roxy Scorpion.
Oh,
And
oh,
that woman and me, that was one of my favorite matches, truly to this day.
interesting.
Because the technical was there. She she kept me on my toes. She kept me moving. I'll say that one. And Roxy, she's from Puerto Rico. So she's got I love just what me and her have because she does a lot of lucha. I do a lot of powerhouse. I love how our two styles just click and mesh and
Mm-hmm.
truly our in ring together is just it's beautiful.
Love that.
Oh, that is dope. And it's like when you got that chemistry with someone in the ring, man, y'all can put on a clinic
Yeah.
and like a true show, like to show what y'all are
Yes.
really made of. Like the
Yep.
chemistry is so important in the ring. You know what I mean? And the only reason I know that is because I myself trained for like 8 months, and I was like, I'll stick to being a fan. Chicago Pro Wrestling in Philly is why I went to train. Is why I trained that with my sister-in-law, and it was. Yeah, it was something else. It was something else. I was told I was a natural, and I rarely could have a career in this. I said, but the post training soreness from wrestling composed to fitness, two different monsters. I'm like,
Yep.
no,
And that's why I didn't try it. Because I'm smart.
It's a lot on the body.
it really is not. As I told Missy when we talked to her like last week, I believe. Not everyone is built like the Undertaker.
So it's it's different. Like training and being at the gym training is two totally different feelings of soreness. I have learned the hard way.
Yo, it is something else. But I enjoyed it. But I'm like, that's something I paid for, so I went through with it. I'm like, I'm never doing this again. I'll stick to the other side of wrestling if I ever get involved in the wrestling industry in some capacity. I'm like, I'm cool with what we're doing now, but I'm gonna leave that to you and sis, you know what I mean, and Alpha and all the greats and all that, you know what I mean? Like y'all do
Yeah.
that, you know what I mean? But
Hey, I
yeah,
give
so
it to my husband all the time because I'm shocked how quick he still moves and everything for his age. Like that man still moves like he's in his 20s.
Yeah. Wow.
that's called total body conditioning. So
Yeah.
you know what I mean, that man takes care of his body, and that's really what it's all about. He's staying on top of that, like he minimizes his
Yeah.
chances of getting injured, like injuring himself. You know what I mean? Because you know
Yes.
his joints, his everything are being built up, they're being worked. So like that's dope to hear. You know what I mean? That's kind of his way of making sure to enable some more protection for himself and you as well,
Yes.
because I know you told us the other day that you know what I mean y'all got a gym y'all building in your house. So I was like,
Oh yeah. We're doing a whole gym setup for the house, so neither of us ever get too stiff or anything
Mhm.
because I've had that in the past where I had a prior leg injury years back, like right when I first debuted. It was something with my sciatic, pulled the
ooh,
disc. Yep,
geez,
never knew it, and I was wrestling for almost the whole year before my own
Wow.
husband was like,
damn,
"Hey, you realize you have a disc out of place?" I'm like, "Wonder why my back always hurt." We're just
Speaking
setting
of,
everything up at home so that like if we can't make it to the gym, we still have it all at home. You know,
exactly.
we're never we're never in need at that point.
And speaking of the home gym, who is Tiffany Grady outside of wrestling?
I'm boring as hell.
I love that.
love it.
So
I'm a
great.
mom. I'm a wife. I'm a gym rat.
Gym rat right
Yep,
here,
gym rat. That's it. Like the
pit
most
fan
you'll,
baby.
the only club you're catching me at is the gym. That's about it. That's the most socialism you're gonna see me. My bedtime during the week, if I'm not wrestling, is 8 o'clock. I have an alarm on my phone even.
Hey,
Yup, it says it. It's like go to bed. I'm like,
hey,
word, let's go. Everybody bed now. I tell everyone I can't have if I don't have a structure, my kids aren't gonna have a structure. So
Mhm.
when I'm at home, just because I'm a wrestler doesn't changes my home life. I'm still mom every day. I'm still wife every day. Even at
absolutely.
wrestling, I'm still wife usually. So
Absolutely. I love to hear that. It just helps ground you. You can separate
Yeah.
Tiffany the wrestler from Tiffany the human.
oh yeah, my husband is huge on. I'll say he is a huge reason I was able to learn how to separate it properly. Because for the longest time, that was another thing I did struggle with was balancing my home life and wrestling. They have to be two separate things because if you let them blend too much, it's gonna just suck you up. You have to have a little bit of boundary for everything.
Speaking of boundaries, is there any time that you can recall that you had just like a really crappy fan interaction where maybe they like crossed a boundary? Like Adriana shared a story where the dude told her, what did he say? Shut up, bitch, or
Yeah.
something like that. Yeah. And we were actually there for that show. He saw red. He was done. He saw red.
Oh yeah,
Right.
done.
What's like something that maybe sticks out like a really just shitty fan interaction?
I had a guy follow me to my car, and
Okay.
it was a show that I drove with Alpha to, and they didn't realize he drove with me.
And Alpha got out that car.
Alpha came around the building.
Yo, that big dude coming around the building about you about to have a bad day, my boy.
I've never seen someone make a whole U-turn and run faster in my life. I've never had interactions too much at shows. Like at the shows, I've had one or two times where someone tried to follow me to my car, and I had an incident. Actually, it was recent. I don't ever take my kids to shows really with me. For the most part,
Mhm.
they stay home. Nobody sees pictures of them for the most part.
Okay.
A fan somehow knew they were my kids and decided to scream it out in the middle of the show that they were my daughters.
No.
Excuse me?
Yeah. The production team took my daughters, put them away. But the dude was reprimanded by management and everything because there was no need. My daughters were. It's not. I don't broadcast like, oh, this is my kid. Oh, this. I am very proud of both my daughters. Those are my reason for pushing and my reason for going. But you as a fan have no right trying to interact with my children if I'm not putting my children out there like that.
Yeah.
Have some respect. If you really respect me for what I do, like you're trying to say as a fan, then respect me not to do that.
Absolutely.
100%. I think that's something that that a lot of fans need to learn is that there's the wrestler and the persona, but then there's the
Yes.
real person, right? Like, and a lot of people can't separate the two people. And then that's when
yeah.
things kind of get blurry. And that's truthfully, that
Yeah.
is not on the talent
No.
to separate them. Like that's as a fan, I need to have enough sense to know that this is in-ring Tiffany. Yeah, they may be
Yeah.
Tiffany's children, but that's personal life Tiffany's children, and that needs to stay over here. That can't
Yeah.
come in here in the ring. That can't be a part of this.
Yeah.
And that's what a lot of fans, wrestling fans, need to learn. I mean, it's crazy just what Say and I have seen being on kind of the back end for the amount of time that we have been with fans interacting with talent. And it's like they have a sense of entitlement to do what they
Yes.
want because they paid to see you. And that's
Yep.
not true.
It's not. You pay for a ticket to come watch us. That's it.
Exactly.
Yep.
Yeah. Honestly, like I'm this cool dude. I'm quiet in public, but you play with my family. Like, listen, you're not gonna see it coming. You're not gonna see it coming. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, especially when it comes to the kids, I have such a soft spot for kids. Like, I'm just protecting kids. Like, you know what I mean? Like that's probably one of the two triggers that will give me 0 to 100. I don't even gotta know who the kid is. If I see a kid's in trouble, understand that Uncle Say is gonna be right there.
I tell everyone, kids are the only thing off limits. The moment you involve my children, that's it. That if you want real life Tiffany, that's the way to go.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, and I imagine, like, that first of all, I know you're a problem by yourself, but God have mercy on the soul of anyone that mess with them kids. If your husband find out,
Yeah.
My
because as a
husband
man,
will
as a fellow
burn
man,
cities down just for them kids because those two little girls are his world. And
I'm just saying, like as a man, as a fellow dad too. Like, listen, especially a girl dad at that. Don't play with our girls, man. Don't play with our girls. You know what I'm saying? So I love that. I love that. You know how to, that you've even gotten a little assistance separating the work and personal life, because that's so important. That's basically like, even on your own time, work-life balance. You know what I mean? Which a lot of people don't know how to do. Because we're so stuck in this status quo of going to work, coming home, having very little time with your family, wake up and go do it all over again 5 to 6 days a week. And it's a lot. You know what I mean? Especially when you have other things you're trying to pursue. You have to find some sort of energy to go and do that, like you're doing. Like you were working, like you mentioned, a 7 days a week job, and then you go wrestling for 4 days, 3 hours one way, 3 hours back. Like that's a lot. But the payoff, though, the payoff.
It's so worth it. I tell everyone that. It's so worth
Love.
it because I know the me when I started, if I could talk to her, God, the tears that she would shed.
Yeah. And we're just happy to be on this level with you, sis, to be able to learn a little more, but to learn more about you. You know what I'm saying? Even though we know each other a little bit more off camera and behind the scenes, but you know what I mean, that the things you're comfortable sharing with the Swoh Nation here, you know what I mean, at the Say It Ain't Swoh podcast, but just that you shared in promos, that you shared in interviews and other things that you've done. Remember, this ain't no interview. This is we just fam just having a conversation. That's all we doing. You know what I'm saying? So here's and I'll leave you to go because I know you got family things to do. So we like to end with like fun questions like this. Okay. With fitness, I know our diet's got to be tight because 80% of the battle is your diet, 20% is training. I know, I see that face. See, I know that face. But here's the question though. You might like this question. Okay. Favorite dessert, favorite pastry.
Donuts.
Hold up. What kind of donut though?
Okay, so I have a specific place that I go because it is the best place in PA, Mary Ann's Donuts in Allentown. And I get every time their cinnamon chocolate donut. That's it. That's it.
Adriana just sent us a video yesterday, I think
Yesterday.
of some donut shop near her. And
Donuts.
literally, like, we need to take a donut trip or something because this
Donuts.
place looked amazing.
Oh,
I
see,
just made my husband buy donuts because I haven't had donuts in like over a month. I made him buy me donuts.
you about to tear our dozen up real quick, boy. Like, listen, I got
Yup.
time to make up for a mother. For me, in case you know, Cinnabon
I
on
didn't pay for him.
Sundays.
He did. That's free for me.
Shit. Give me Cinnabon on Sundays. I'm good. That's my cheat day. I start off with Cinnabon Sundays, 2 in 1 sitting. I don't care. Y'all can judge me all y'all want. I live. Judge your mother. Anyway,
I tell everyone I would have 6-pack abs if I didn't have more than 1 cheat day a week.
I gotta have. I gotta limit it to 1 because you know we got getting at that age where I was like things they don't snap back the way they used to. You gotta keep it tight. I mean, I intermittent fast every day, but I gotta keep it tight. You know what I mean? It's a 1 day a week. That's all I get. That's all I give.
Well, I'm stuck at the gym for like 3 hours a day.
Is that your I
Well,
train
that's my
for 3 hours,
secret.
but were you
Yes,
training
it's
the
3
entire
hours a
3
day
hours?
minimum.
Oh Jesus.
Oh yeah,
Well,
and that's
and
not even cardio. That's just lifting weights. I am so sometimes focused on certain things and like the reps and the amounts I'm doing. Yeah, and if I don't hit my PR, then I'm just mad.
oh, like I mean that's enough to fire you up for the next time. So when you go for it again, you crush the PR. I mean that's important. That's important work. You know what I mean? So real quick, Tiff, if for whatever you're comfortable sharing before we go, what is there any projects or any bookings you got coming up? Any shows coming up that you would like to share for the people? You know, what I mean, where they're at for people to come check you out. Like anything big coming up or?
Well, I will be at 1CW making my Temptations debut. I could be your new women's champion.
Let's see.
Another belt under your under your
Hey,
accolade, like
I'm
another
just
accolade
saying,
under your
I
belt.
have the reputation as the belt collector now, so.
Listen.
I mean, listen, it's for you. It's like you collecting championship belts like Thanos be collecting them Infinity Stones, huh?
I'm trying, you know. When I snap my fingers, I get it.
Yeah, love the reference. Love the reference. Okay, cool.
I also will be debuting in Puerto Rico actually the following day.
I love that.
So, wow, that travel schedule is going to be intense, and that's freaking awesome. Make sure you nap hard as hell on that plane, though.
I'm gonna be so knocked out, it's not even funny because I haven't taken a plane since I was like 7.
Oh,
So
I drive everywhere.
Oh my goodness. So you scared of heights too? Yeah.
Weird thing is I am not terrified of heights at all. I am like an adrenaline junkie. Like the only thing that like I do majorly love to do, I love amusement parks. I'm like a child. If you put me in an amusement park, I'm like a child.
yes.
But other than that, no. Like a plane, it's like because I can't get out. Like if I can't dictate what I'm doing, I don't want to do it.
But same though. Like because I'm not in control. I'm not driving this plane up here all the way 30,000 feet in the air. I ain't doing that.
I watch too many plane movies with it. No.
If I don't have to fly, I'm not doing it.
Yep.
See?
But I couldn't turn it down for Puerto Rico.
Well, that's awesome. Like I mean, hopefully they might have a belt down there for you to collect too.
Yeah.
Never know.
Listen, we're gonna be stalking you like a hawk. Like, yo, did sis get the belt yet?
I'm gonna be on your socials like crazy. Speaking of that, plug your socials. Tip, where can we find you?
So on Instagram, it is just my name, but it is Tiphani Grady, and that is the same for Facebook too.
Awesome. So everybody go follow Tiphani Grady. As you can tell, she's an amazing person. She's a great wrestler. She's doing big things. Go follow her immediately.
And follow her journey along because she's got some things cooking in the works.
Yes.
I mean, you never know. Next time she pops up on your timeline, she could have another championship on around her waist. You just never know. I mean,
never know.
You see what I'm saying? Like, listen, y'all have to tune in and follow along her journey to find out. But in any case, though, Tiphani, thank you so much for giving us some of your time this afternoon. Appreciate you. You know what I mean? Tell your husband and your kids we sorry for holding y'all up. Yeah.
I think he's stuck in the rain. I don't know where he at.
Oh, Jesus. Well, get the umbrella ready for him. Damn.
Thank you so much. We
Thank-
love you.
Thanks, Tiff.
Thank
You all
Love you guys too.
like. Oh my Lord.
I'm in so much trouble. Thank you guys though.
All right, Tiff. We'll see you later. We'll talk to you soon. All right, Swoh
Bye
Nation.
guys.
Bye.
Y'all know the drill.
Stay friends.
All right. Yeah, she done ruin it. Anyway. All right, Tiff. We'll talk to you later, sis.
All right, I'm gonna go try to find my husband before he drowns from this storm.
Blooper.
I'll see you guys later.
Bye.